2 days later, Ningtian and Luo Wuqing gather all their disciples and soldiers in one place. Seeing Luo Wuqing's expression, Ningtian asks her, "Wife, is something wrong?" And Luo Wuqing answers, "Yes, they're coming." Hearing that, Ningtian shouts to all disciples and soldiers, "Everyone, put on your iron yuan armor and take up your long spears. We are preparing for battle." All the soldiers immediately get ready for war, their bodies releasing a powerful surge of golden aura, and together they shout, "Yes." Just then, someone in the distance shouts to Ningtian, "Patriarch, wait! It's us!" Hearing that voice, Luo Wuqing suddenly says that voice is. And Ningtian replies, "Zhu Yuan Bao? Sacred Master of Tian Bao?" Zhu Yuan Bao arrives together with the Sacred Masters of Tian Bao, Lingxiao Sect, Great Sorrow Palace, and the Supreme Divine Kingdom. Seeing them, Ningtian asks, "Why have you all come?" The Lingxiao Sect leader speaks up, "The Righteous Path Alliance is acting recklessly. We've always been on good terms with the Heavenly Demon Sect, they won't let us go." Hearing this, Ningtian asks him, "Aren't you afraid of death?" This time, the Righteous Path Alliance is backed by the Sky Dome Domain's Void God Heavenly Palace. Hearing that, someone shouts, "The Sky Dome Domain?" Immediately another voice rises, "The Righteous Path Alliance is shameless. They actually invite outside forces." Then Princess Yueling speaks up, "Only by uniting against a common enemy can we break free of this situation." Right after that, Zhu Yuan Bao adds, "That's right. If we stick together, we might have a chance to survive. Besides, we still have the Patriarch." Everyone begins shouting together, "Right, it's better to trust the Patriarch than surrender to the Righteous Path Alliance. Maybe a miracle will happen. Yes, the worst that can happen is death." Hearing all of this, Ningtian shouts to everyone, "Since you trust me, I will do everything in my power to give you a miracle. Whether we live or die will be decided by this battle." At that moment, Luo Wuqing looks toward the sky and calls out, "They're here." In the middle of the sky, a man stands with a vast army behind him. The moment everyone notices them, they become fully alert. Seeing this clearly, the Great Elder shouts, "All hands, be on guard." On the other side, the Righteous Path Alliance leader arrives with all his forces. He looks at Luo Wuqing and says, "Luo Wuqing, I never thought that even now there would be people willing to collude with your Heavenly Demon Sect." Seeing their overwhelming formation, the Great Elder shouts in shock, 11 Great Emperor experts. The Righteous Path Alliance truly spares no expense this time. Luo Wuqing begins gathering aura in her hand and says to the Righteous Path Alliance leader, "Xingtian, since your Righteous Path Alliance cannot defeat the Heavenly Demon Sect, you choose to become the lackeys of an outside power?" Xingtian immediately replies, "Clever words. Demons and heretics must be purged by all." Then he gives a sharp command to his soldiers, "All disciples of the Righteous Path Alliance, hear my command. Exterminate the heavenly demons. Show the might of our righteous path." With that order, every soldier and disciple of the Righteous Path Alliance rushes toward Luo Wuqing and Ningtian to launch their attack. Seeing them charge forward, Ningtian immediately speaks to his system, use the momentum boost card. The moment he says that, a surge of golden energy bursts out from his body. Right then, a system notification appears before him, using momentum boost card. Use successful. As soon as the momentum boost card activates, all of Ningtian's disciples become filled with energy, golden power surging from their bodies. Feeling this sudden rise, the disciples exclaim, "I've reached the Saint Emperor realm." "Me too." "And me." With their strength soaring, all the disciples ready themselves and shout together, "Let's fight them to the death. Those who trespass against the Heavenly Demon Sect shall be executed." Saying this, every disciple charges toward the enemy soldiers. In an instant, a fierce battle erupts between both sides. One soldier surrounds a disciple and attacks, but at that moment, several more disciples rush in from behind and begin attacking the soldiers. The Righteous Path Alliance leader watches his troops panic and shouts in disbelief, "Is everyone at the peak of the Saint Emperor realm?" Unable to tolerate this any longer, he unleashes a powerful palm strike toward the disciples and roars, "No matter what tricks you've used, you will all be destroyed by our hands. But just before the palm strike hits the disciples, Luo Wuqing appears with her sword, slicing the attack cleanly in half. She faces the Righteous Path Alliance leader and says, Xing Tian, whatever happens today, you will not leave the heavenly demon sect alive. At that moment, the Void God Great Emperor appears between Luo Wuqing and the Righteous Path Alliance leader. He looks at Luo Wuqing and says, You, as expected of the heavenly spirit domain's strongest empress, truly a peerless beauty. If you submit to me, I might spare your life. Hearing those words, Luo Wuqing becomes furious. She unleashes her sword strike and shouts, As if you're worthy. In that instant, the Void God Great Emperor swings his hand and blocks her sword attack with ease. The force of his swing knocks the sword cleanly out of Luo Wuqing's hand. Feeling the overwhelming power behind his strike, Luo Wuqing exclaims, You've reached that realm? The Void God Great Emperor laughs loudly and says, Humph. As long as I possess the path to godhood, I can ascend to godhood on the spot. Right then, Luo Wuqing releases an even stronger surge of aura from her body and says to him, Did you think you were the only demigod? Seeing this, the Void God Great Emperor becomes shocked and stammers, You. Then he prepares to attack and shouts, How is this possible? You are one too? It seems I cannot let you live. The moment he says this, all the elders and emperors around him charge toward Luo Wuqing together. Their combined attack creates a massive explosion across the battlefield. All the soldiers and disciples below stare in shock at the giant blast. From within the explosion, Luo Wuqing falls rapidly toward the ground, heavily injured. But just before she hits the earth, Ning Tian rushes in, calls out her name loudly, and catches her in his arms. Ning Tian catches Luo Wuqing and immediately asks, Are you all right? Luo Wuqing answers, Husband, take everyone and leave quickly. Those who have come are not to be trifled with. I fear I cannot protect everyone. Ning Tian looks up at the Void God Great Emperor and says to her, Don't worry, leave it to me. He gently sets Luo Wuqing against a wall so she can rest, then rushes toward the Void God Great Emperor to launch his attack. Seeing Ning Tian charge forward, the Void God Great Emperor says, The Patriarch of the Heavenly Demon Sect? Today, I will avenge Shinsu. Suddenly, a blinding light surges toward Ning Tian. Ning Tian is completely stunned, and alongside him, the Void God Great Emperor, the Righteous Path Alliance leader, and all their followers stare wide-eyed at the approaching light. From within that radiance, Luo Wuqing calls out Ning Tian's name. Then, filled with fury, she faces the Righteous Path Alliance leader and the Void God Great Emperor and shouts, Xing Tian. Void God. I swear that if any harm befalls my husband, even if it costs me my very soul, you will all die here today. Hearing that, the Righteous Path Alliance leader bursts into loud laughter and says, Ha ha ha. You've got your head in the clouds. With dozens of great emperors attacking together, he's as good as dead. Right after saying this, they all rush toward Ning Tian to strike him down. Seeing this, Luo Wuqing becomes overwhelmed with fear for Ning Tian and cries out, Husband, her voice trembling with worry. Meanwhile, Ning Tian swings his sword again and again, attacking the elders one by one. Within moments, after cutting through all of them, he calmly steps back. Then Ning Tian looks at them and says, Is that all you've got? Seeing this, the Void God Great Emperor becomes stunned and shouts, We join forces, yet this brat isn't even scratched? A disciple beside him also cries out, Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Ning Tian thinks to himself, Humph, having an invincible face defense is no joke. At that moment, a system notification appears before him. You have shocked Great Emperor Xing Tian. You have shocked the Void God Great Emperor. You have shocked the Lord of the Supreme Divine Kingdom. You have shocked Grand Ancestor Tianji. Reward, you have shocked God and Demon World-Ending card. Receiving the card, Ning Tian immediately commands the system, Use God and Demon World-Ending card. The moment he says it, the system activates the card, using God and Demon World-Ending card. Usage successful. As the card activates, golden aura bursts from Ning Tian's body, mixing with the fierce demonic purple aura. One of his eyes glows a deep purple, while the other shines with a brilliant golden light. Seeing this transformation, Luo Wuqing, Zhu Yuanbao, and Princess Yueling all freeze in shock. Zhu Yuanbao exclaims, "Is this the patriarch's true strength? Did he break through to the god realm?" Princess Yueling quickly answers, "Unlikely. Without passing through the ancient path to godhood, reaching the god realm is impossible. That has been the rule of the great Xian continent since ancient times." Meanwhile, Luo Wuqing watches Ning Tian and thinks anxiously, the power of the heavenly god body, combined with the demonic energy of the Buddha demon tower. Is it a body of both god and demon? At that moment, Ning Tian shouts, "Crimson Sky Sword!" The golden and demonic auras merge into his blade, igniting it with a terrifying flame. Ning Tian activates his sword Dao martial arts and charges toward the Void God Great Emperor. The sheer heat of the attack burns away the disciples standing too close, unable to withstand the flames. The Void God Great Emperor quickly forms an energy sphere to block Ning Tian's blazing strike and roars, "A bluff! Void God shock! I'm a demigod expert, and I've been defeated by nothing more than a yellow-haired brat." At that moment, Ning Tian summons his Buddha demon tower and says to the Void God Great Emperor, "It's not over yet." The tower overflows with dense demonic energy, its entire body radiating a deep, ominous purple glow. Ning Tian sends the tower forward, and it begins attacking the Void God Great Emperor, the Righteous Path Alliance leader, and all their disciples one by one desperately try to flee while screaming, "Void God Great Emperor, save me!" But within moments, the Buddha demon tower pulls in all their souls and energy, absorbing them completely. Right then, a system notification pops up before Ning Tian. God and demon body has reached its strongest form. Golden and demonic energy erupts from Ning Tian's body in an even more terrifying wave. Seeing this, the Righteous Path Alliance leader panics and turns to the Void God Great Emperor, shouting, "Void God Great Emperor, what do we do now? This kid is too unnatural." Ning Tian gives them a slow, demonic smile and says, "The blood of a great emperor truly is magnificent." Hearing that, the Void God Great Emperor becomes overwhelmed with fear, sweat pouring down his face. Trembling, he asks Ning Tian, "What are you exactly, human or demon?" Ning Tian gathers energy in his palm and, with a mocking smile, says, "Hee. I am heaven." And the moment he says that, he attacks them with a frigid extreme shattering palm strike. Seeing that palm strike coming toward him, the Void God Emperor grabs the Righteous Path Alliance leader by his collar and pulls him close, saying, "Better you die than me. Sorry about this, brother Jingtian." Using him as a shield, he lets Ning Tian's palm strike land on him. Taking the hit, the Righteous Path Alliance leader screams, "Void God, you won't die a good death." The Void God Emperor throws him aside and quickly runs away, shouting as he escapes, "I will avenge you for sure." Ning Tian sees the Void God Emperor fleeing and calls out, trying to run, "Huh?" Then he hurls his sword at the Void God Emperor with great speed and says, "Go." Seeing the sword coming from behind, the Void God Emperor thinks, "Damn it, you're still not letting me go." He suddenly turns toward the flying sword and begins activating the Soul Annihilation, Protect Life technique, chanting, "Essence Blood Withered Wood. Return life with soul. Soul Annihilation, Protect Life."